Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day. So here we are. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those of you who joined me last night on Tarot Tuesday. Another phenomenal night of messages and uh, readings and good stuff. So it was nice for those of you who joined me that I haven't been with in a while, and those of you who were new. Thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping in. And please like my page so that you do get notifications when I do go live and all that comes to you, because I do on occasion go live a little spontaneously. So that is when Spirit calls me and I feel it's the moment, that I just go live. So that does happen on occasion. So yeah. And then sometimes I pick a cards. So, the daily message, the pick a cards, the Tarot Tuesday, just really trying to be as helpful and as beneficial as I can be. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Deb. Hello, hello. So let's see what the daily message is today. For those of you who do not know this, I am going live on Instagram just before here, and I'm using a different deck, so the message sometimes is a little different. I almost feel like it's often different. So check those out. And then also I do have on YouTube, I do have weekly readings and monthly readings. So, you can get me. All right, guys, let's see what we are starting to have here for us today. And this card that's popping up does not. These cards are, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. I really haven't had a full cup of coffee yet today, so bear with me. The moon. This did not surprise me. We are coming into an eclipse. We are coming into a lot of moon energy. And I know the moon is doing a lot of aspecting with a lot of different planets right now. I think I'm going to tell you. Okay. Yeah. So the moon is in Gemini. Okay, it moved out of some other things. So basically the emotions are coming up. Your emotional body is being churned up, is the way I'm seeing it. Things are being churned up. So things are coming up. And that's what these energies are about doing. They're about getting us in this place of churning things up so that we can transform it. Because energy cannot be destroyed. And so those old traumas and dramas that you've been holding since infancy, since toddler, since early childhood, since your first relationship, since all the things you go through as a teenager, like whatever hurt you, whatever story you started telling yourself about yourself, that's all there. And that's what these emotions are being churned up to be recognized, released, and restored. There's a blog. Check it out if you're called to. There's 4 blogs on recognizing what you're being brought to, how to release it, and why restoring yourself to your divinity is so important. That's what this moon cycle is all about, and that's what this emotional turmoil is all about. So I don't want you to feel like you're alone if you're going through it, because we're all going through it. For some of us, stuff is coming up that we really thought we had laid to bed. We really thought we had transformed, we had healed, we had done the forgiveness. But if it's coming up again, it just means that there's another layer, because unfortunately, guys, we're never one and done. We're here to grow. We're here to evolve. And this is part of the evolution process. So to deal with the emotions, to deal with the traumas and dramas that are coming up, it's really important to take the time to do it. Because our emotional body is the unseen body. Our chakras are unseen. But energy is felt. Energy is real. And so to transform it, it takes a lot of energy to do that. And the only way to do that is to step back from being on the hamster wheel of life, of multitasking all the time, of being and doing for everyone around you and trying to be and do for yourself also. So it really is about putting up boundaries and taking the real time that you need. And for some of you, it may feel like you've been going through it for months or for years. And you have. And it is time now to really step back and take the time to be alone. Take the time to read the books. Take the time to watch the videos. Take the time to just be. I can't tell you when I was really going through it, when I was really going through my evolution of stepping out of the societal expectations, the family obligations, all of that weight that was on me, and I was stepping out of that and really coming into alignment with my purpose, I would find myself sitting in my chair in my living room, staring out the window, and I would lose hours because whatever was alchemizing, whatever was transforming in my emotional, physical, spiritual, mental bodies needed me to be quiet. And that's what I'm feeling for many of you. You've got to give yourself permission to take the time to be very quiet. And for a lot of you, it's going to feel unnatural because you're going all the time. You're always there for others. You're always being and doing. You're always giving. And Spirit saying, no, these feelings, emotions, and clarity of thought are coming to you, but you've got to get quiet to receive them so that you can then use that information. And for some of you, that clarity will be the aha moment of, I can let that go now because now I know why. Now I know why that person dumped me. Now I know why that job didn't work out. Now I know why I was in that situation. Dude, you did it again. You put yourself in a situation again because you made the same choice and you expected a different outcome. For many of you, you're just going to have these, ooh, that's what that was all about. Dang it. But now that you know better, you can do better. And that's why you have to retreat. That's why you have to take the time, because these aha moments are going to bring you the balance and the feeling of justice that you've been wanting. For a lot of you, you're going to be giving yourself that own justice because it's going to be like, oh, now I know why I couldn't have that situation in my life anymore. Now I know why that person did me dirty. Dude, dang it. It's really getting clear about why you put yourself in situations. And for many of you, you've been putting yourself in situations, the same sort of situations over and over again, expecting a different result. And now you're getting the impetus to make a different choice, and it's scary. It's uncomfortable. But that's the way forward. That's the way forward. If you noticed, the poster that I posted this morning was about how Spirit's going to make you uncomfortable to get you to move. They were setting us up for this message they were bringing through. Because now it's time to transition. It is time to start having the life experience that you want. It's time for you to start putting yourself first and making the different choices to have what you want, because that's going to bring you the more of the balance and the justice that you're looking for. So for many of you, you're going to be giving it to yourself. Where you've been waiting for someone to give it to you, you've got to give it to yourself. They are where they are on their life journey. And for many of them that did you dirty, whether it was a coworker, a family member, a friend, an old partner, they were actually doing the best that they could. And that's why it's important to kind of get in that idea and utilize forgiveness, because they were doing the best that they could, even though it was not great in any way, shape, or form. But if you can see that and just let that go because it's holding you back, that anger and that pain that you're carrying, it's not affecting them. It's affecting you. It's keeping you down. It's holding you back. And now is not the time for that. Now it's time to transition out of that. So for many of you, it's about really embracing forgiveness and saying, okay, you know what? I made the choices I made. I see why I made them now. I understand what brought me to want to make that choice, what I was holding myself back with, whether it was feeling like I didn't deserve better or I was resonating on that level because that was my old story. But now I'm transitioning. Now I'm evolving. Now I'm moving on. So I can forgive that person because I understand why they made the choices they made, where they are on their life journey. I can't be a part of that anymore. I'm moving on. So for many of you, you're finding yourself in looking for a new job. You're finding yourself letting friends and family go that you have to disconnect because they're not going to change. They are where they are, and we just have to love them there, and we have to understand that that's where they are. But we're moving. Things are going. It's go time, and things are going to start appearing swiftly. So these transitions might feel a little bumpy because it's like all of a sudden I'm in this new job. All of a sudden I'm out of my old job. All of a sudden my relationship is defunct. It's done. I didn't see that coming. It's not what I wanted, but now I understand why. Now I understand why it had to. And I'm going to let that person go with light and love. Don't hold on to the anger. Don't get into the victimization that things happened to you. Don't be blaming anyone. Try to look at it from an outside perspective and say, okay, that happened the way it was supposed to. It hurt. I'm dealing and grieving. It's not pleasant. This is part of my path. I will be okay. I am loved. I have my team here supporting me. When the pain gets too much, I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael to heal it, and Archangel Michael to give me the strength to do what I have to do in my day. And I'm going to get through this because I know that I am loved. I know that I love myself. And that's why we have to do this. We have to take the time to be able to get into connection. And we have to get quiet to get into connection so that we can feel the relief, we can feel the support. Especially right now, if you don't have it in your physical, if you feel like you really don't have anybody around you who really, really, truly knows what you're going through or understands, know that you're never alone. Because things are picking up. Things are picking up. Things are going to start moving where you've got to make some choices. And that's why retreating and getting quiet is going to be so important so that you're making the choices that are right for you, even though they're really, really, really hard. And they're not the choices you wanted to be having to make. It's okay. Because what you don't know right now is that you are going to better. This is moving you to where you need to be on your life path for your purpose. And whatever you're leaving behind, whatever you're transitioning out of, that's the old story that can't go forward with you. You got this. You got this. And for some of you, it has been so fast and so quick that the retreating is needed to now catch up, to get your thoughts and emotions caught up. And if you don't, you're going to end up feeling out of sorts and you could make yourself physically sick. So you want to be careful. You want to take the time you need. Remember, your energetic body, your emotional body needs just as much attention as your physical body. It needs just as much good water, good food, good sleep, and time to be. And it's going to be the most beneficial thing you can do for yourself as you're going through these transitions, as the momentum is picking up. Good morning, Hope. Oh, the advice literally flew out. Yeah. Time to come into harmony and resolution. To be honest with you guys, I'm really excited because I know that what you're being brought to is going to be incredible. And it is going to be a nice step on your path for yourself in a way that hasn't been for yourself. Maybe for some of you ever. That this is the first time you're stepping out of that role of always being and doing for others. You're finally setting some boundaries because there's nothing else you can do but set boundaries, because that's where you're being brought to. So for some of you, you are finding yourselves in the depths of despair, and you really do need that connection to help you feel like you are not alone going through this, and that there is help for you. There is support. All right. So for some of you who are really, really feeling this message, I would absolutely invite you to go to my blog and read all the blogs I have on the Recognize, Release, and Restore, and then Despair and Despair No More. All right. So harmony and resolution. Angels of harmony and healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You are being encouraged to call on the light of God and surrender any concerns you have so that the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting you release any need to be right or to get your point across, for this will only create more hostility. This is a time to focus on your own inner peace. Dedicate time and energy to doing what you can to make yourself feel comforted and comfortable. Through being more caring toward yourself, you will create harmonious energy that will wash out like a wave to all those around you. Trust that this will happen and harmony will be restored. Angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back to collect your thoughts and breathe. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene, and they are with you now and willing to restore peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and the concerns you have, but unless you have faith that harmony can be restored, nothing can change. This is a time for you to visualize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. Ooh, sorry guys. It's important to know that angels of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to the situation. Trust the process. Okay. Someone's throat chakra totally closed when I said let go. Let go and let God. Let go and know that you don't have control over the situation at the end of the day. None of us do. So for some of you, it is going to be important to find your power and speak your truth, but do that in a very centered and balanced way so that you're not coming from that place of fear and your words cannot be heard. So for some of you, it is going to be important to step back and disconnect from those that are hurting your heart. Maybe not forever, but enough time to really retreat. Enough time to allow yourself to be able to take care of yourself. Because for some of you, you've been being and doing and giving and running and running and running and chasing and chasing and chasing so long that the thought of stopping terrifies you. And that's what I felt, that terror. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's time to take care of yourself. And that's what this eclipse season in this moon cycle is all about. Letting those emotions churn up in a way that it's completely uncomfortable, but it's bringing you to the justice, the balance, and the transition, the newness that is going to be your way forward. Transition doesn't have to be scary. It can be exciting. But I'm here to tell you, each and every one of us in some way is going to be transitioned into or out of something. If you can surrender the how and the when, if you can lean into it, if you can drop down into your heart, feel that connection to all that is, your God consciousness. Know that you are not alone, that you are supported. This will not be terrifying. I'm so sorry, Susan. Because things are moving. Things are moving. And for some of you, they're moving quickly. For some of you, it's sudden and it's uncomfortable, but it is the way forward. It is the way forward. Susan, I'm very, very, very sorry. And I just want you to know that I do feel the love that is surrounding you. And I do feel his energy around you. And it feels like he was this very powerful in his own right, take charge, go get 'em kind of energy, who you were always kind of chasing after. He kept you off balance. He always had great ideas. And it wasn't chasing after him in a bad way. It was chasing after him to keep up with him because he was always going. And this is going to create a very different experience for you moving forward, because now you get to really step back and almost find yourself a little bit, because his overwhelming energy isn't driving the train. And so for you, it will feel like it's softer. It will feel like it's empty, but it's not. It's not. It's a new way forward, and it does feel like you are going to have to be finding your footing, but you got this. You got this. Because all you have to do is get quiet, drop down into your heart, focus on your breathing, and you'll feel his love still enveloping you, because he has not gone anywhere, honey. He's not leaving you. All right? Well, thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, if you would like to work with me, everything is on my services tab. And for those of you who truly are struggling in some way, my blog is there, melissawatkins.com/blog. Take a look at that. And for some of you, oh, you're welcome, Susan. You're welcome. And for some of you, the most recent blog about your traumas and dramas will be hit home, because it is time. These energies, this eclipse season is really taking you look at how your inner dialogue is with yourself. What are the stories you keep telling yourself that don't serve you? And then what are the pain and the hurts, the traumas that are coming up that for some of you, you might not even recognize you were holding on to, but you really have been. So a lot going on in this energy, guys, and I just want you to know that you're not alone. So for all of us, it's okay to take a minute. It's okay to do a little retreating, because that is what is going to help us move forward and make the choices and decisions that we need to make from that grounded and centered place that is going to show us the way forward. And then we're not making choices out of fear that are going to end up biting us in the butt down the road. So don't let anybody kind of force you into a situation or make you make a decision on the fly or quickly. Take the time you need. Take the time you need. All right. Have a beautiful day. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.